Ho, 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 people. How are you doing? Leon Street here, back again. Visionary Marketing Wednesday, and I'm back with another banger, another great topic to talk about. And the date is 23rd of December. Hence, I've got my Santa hat on and my elf helper jumper or sweater if you're in America. So, anyway, guys, today's topic is, and I guess kind of drum roll, how to go from stuck to fast in business. And at this time of year, I thought it was poignant to kind of bring up this topic because most people will be slowing down at, I guess, the holiday season, Christmas season. And one of the challenges that you may have is that if you are currently stuck in business, you might not want to slow down right now. You may be going through 101 different things, as in thoughts in your mind about what you can do, how you're going to move your business forward. And I guess the opportunities you're going to explore immediately, either after Christmas afternoon, Boxing Day, whenever, or even, the 1st of January. And I want to give you some advice, some tips, some things that you can implement into your business right now if you are stuck. If you've been affected by different things, maybe you're affected by the slowdown because of the holiday season. Maybe you've been affected by the pandemic, lockdown, various aspects, market forces, I guess kind of different penalties imposed because of lockdowns, and maybe that's affected your business or the market that you're in. And I want to give you some perspectives in terms of what you can look at, what you can use for your business if you're a service-based business owner, and put these into practice and I guess help you go to that next level even during the holiday period. And look, if you are slowing down, you're slowing down for different reasons, like perhaps you got family like myself, or you're slowing down because that's just the thing that you do at this time of year. That's cool. And what I'm going to give you is some ideas about what you can do to speed things up in terms of make things happen. So before we get into that, some of the formalities. If you're watching me on Facebook, thank you guys for your support. Thanks for joining me. And if you're watching me live, remember to give me a hashtag live. If you're watching on a replay, give me a hashtag replay. And for everybody who is watching me on YouTube, please remember to click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell to be notified of upcoming videos. And if you're not following me on YouTube, go over there and check me out, Leon Street. You'll find me on YouTube. There's approximately 100 videos on there on great topics to do with growing your business, marketing, sales, business development, and mindset, what you need as a business owner to take things to that next level. So finally, before we get into the real content, if you do want help, guys, and you are struggling in your business and you want to take things to the next level, I recommend you book yourself in for a strategy call with me. And it's a marketing strategy call. And on the call, I will help you with the right strategy to take your business to the next level with your unique requirements. Simply go to www.leonstreet.com/121, as in the numbers 121, book in a date, time, fill in your details, and we will catch up real soon. So onwards and upwards. So I'm gonna look at why your business is stuck, and I'm gonna get into some of the points. And what I would love for you guys to do is, whether you're stuck or whether you don't want to admit that you're stuck, but I would love for you to give some examples of why either you are stuck or why you think business owners are stuck in business right now by commenting below this video on Facebook, on YouTube, wherever you're watching me from. If you guys are listening back on the podcast, remember you can also comment on, I believe, some platforms, but if you can't, just send me a message or join me on YouTube, as I said. So why is your business stuck? Well, there's a few examples, and then I'm going to go into a few more. I've put the first few on the screen. And usually the reason is you've lost touch with the vision. And when I say lost touch with the vision, it's usually because you wake up in the morning, but you don't know why you're doing what you're doing. There's no real pull. And that pull, if it's not present, it can feel like you're in no man's land, so to speak. And it's basically, you just feel lost. You feel like, what am I doing this for? Or, what's the reason for me to even try? And, I've been there. So I'll just take the others off the screen for the moment if you're watching this live. And It's difficult when you don't know what your vision is, right? It's difficult when you've fallen out of connection with your vision. And your vision, it's not like just one thing, it's like this dynamic, evolving thing, and it evolves as you evolve on this journey of life. And so if your business is stuck and you're the business owner, usually it's because you haven't connected with the vision at I guess the level that kind of gets you out of bed in the morning, motivates you to do what you do, and compels you to deliver for your customers and your audience and soon to be customers. And this is one of the reasons why your business may be stuck. So what's another reason? Mindset. You know, if you've kind of lost connection with your vision and you've lost sight of where you want to take that, you know, your business, mindset usually comes into this in a big way. And if you're an established business owner right now, you know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to zoom out for a little bit and then I'm going to come back to it. You see, if you're stressed, if you're going through depression, if you're experiencing anxiety, you're in a place of anger, frustration, you're experiencing blame, excuses, and denial, either you or the people around you, it's kind of like an echo chamber coming back at you. Usually this is a sign as well that you've kind of lost connection with you being the driving force of your business, the visionary. If you go back to the book, The E-Myth Revisited, that's what he talks about the entrepreneur as, the visionary, the person who sees what is yet to be created, like this supernatural phenomenon, your business, what you're going to create in the future, right? And when you lose sight of that, this is, I guess, where a lot of people kind of fall out of touch with where they're going, who they are. And, you know, it takes you to a place of internal reflection, but you end up reflecting on all the negative stuff rather than internal reflection on creativity, growth, and taking things to the limits of where your vision is. And believe me when I say this, no person, I don't think anybody has really ever delivered on their full vision, and I doubt you ever will. And you'll look at some of the greatest people on this planet and they'll always tell you there was more to achieve, or more to deliver on the vision for what they foresaw. So what's another reason why you might be stuck? Your environment. Market forces may have changed. So for instance, you know, with lockdowns, you may have experienced different businesses where your industry has been, you know, I guess kind of stifled, just like the events industry right now because of lockdown. You know, there's not so much events going on, hotels, hospitality, all those things. Retail has been affected in a big way. They've had to adapt, go online. So there may be different market forces in your environment that may have kind of held you in the place where you are. What's another reason your business is stuck? You may be taking too much on. You know, you may be saying yes to too many things to kind of counteract different challenges. And because you're in this place where you're counteracting the different challenges that you're experiencing, you don't actually have the time to deliver on the core things, the important things that are going to drive your business forward. And, you know, I see this quite often as well, where business owners, they're doing too much, they're trying to sell too much, they're going to too many different products, too many different marketing campaigns. And I'm not saying this in the sense that you can't have those things. It's just that they've got too much for either the size of business, the size of their team, or the size of their budgets. And they've just got too much going on. And so therefore there's lack of focus. And, you know, that's really a sign of taking too much on. It's lack of focus. What's another reason when your business might be stuck? Scared of growth. You might actually have fears around, you know, hiring, team, money, and these things are all going to impact you, you know, and the age-old, what if this happens? What if I grow? And what if this unexpected event happens that is, you know, yet to occur? You know, your imagination running wild. And so for me, kind of really tapping into these aspects of why your business might be stuck is an important area for you to identify. And I say this because you really want to look at like what's going on in your life, because you need to come from a place of just identifying like what's actually going on. Why am I stuck? Another area might be speed. You know, with all of this, you know, especially depression and anxiety, it kind of freezes you. It slows you down. Yeah. You know, it's even in the word depression, like it's to depress, and it kind of takes the life out of you, so to speak. You know, I've been there, so I understand what I'm talking about. But when your business is stuck, you have slowed down, and that's usually what's going on. You, your business, your team, you know, everybody will feel it, especially if it comes from the top down. What's another reason why your business might be stuck? this is probably one of the biggest. You stopped marketing effectively. Yeah. And so, you're not getting your message out there. You're not growing. You're not bringing in the cash that you need. And it just feels like this uphill battle to the unknown, and the unknown in the sense of it just feels doomed the whole way up, and it's not like an experience that you're enjoying taking stock of. And even when it's difficult, and these are all parts of different reasons. You guys may have experienced different things. If you have experienced different things of why your business is stuck, please comment below this video. I'd love to understand and find out more about what holds you guys back, or what's made you feel stuck in the past, if it's not now. So we need some answers, don't we? And so here's some answers, guys. I shared this one on a previous live stream that I've done before, and this is the Eisenhower decision matrix. And it's something that I often see as well with business owners when they are stuck, when the business is stuck. And if you look at some of the examples of why a business might be stuck and what I gave a moment ago, it's usually linked to some of these things here. And as I dive into this, as you can see on the screen, you might be stuck in different quadrants, and I'm going to explain what they are. And these quadrants are all to do with you identifying what's important, urgent, not urgent, and what's not important and is urgent, and what's not important and not urgent. And when you start to understand the 4 quadrants that you see on the screen, which is where you do it now, where you decide, schedule a time to do it, or you delegate who can do it for you, or delete it to get rid of it, eliminate it. This is where a lot of business owners are also struggling, because they're doing the not important stuff. Yeah, they're doing the non-urgent stuff. So you imagine you're doing something that isn't important, isn't urgent, and you're wondering why your business is stuck, has slowed down. And this is part of the challenge. It's identifying and taking stock. And you hear this quite often, taking stock of where you are, what you're doing, and so on and so forth. But so few people do it in the moment where you're stressed out, you're trying to get cash in, or you've got different things going on, like some of the examples that I gave you a moment ago about why your business might be stuck. And when you get caught up in drama, emotion, blame, excuses, denial, anxiety, frustration, anger, all these different things that you might be experiencing, you start to move into the not important and not urgent tasks, because usually they're the easy ones that you've got and just looking for the right word here, you've got I guess kind of like, reason to show up. There's no dedication, and there's no real driver to keep you accountable to doing those things. And the things that you should be accountable to, you generally avoid. So the important and urgent stuff. And if you avoid it, sometimes you might bury your head in the sand. This happens quite often as business owners, because look, when things pile up, it can get challenging in life. When things pile up in business, when things pile up in life, and you're faced with different things, different pressures, different responsibilities, a lot of the important stuff can go out the window unless you've built the right business with the right structures to ensure that you deliver on those important things, the important that are urgent and the important that are not urgent. So, start looking at what you can do now and what you need to schedule to make sure it's done later, what you need to delegate to get other people to do, and what you need to remove. So Eisenhower decision matrix, that's one way you can tackle your business being stuck. So how do you know the difference between what's urgent and what's important? Well, very simple. Urgent means that a task requires immediate attention. These are the to-dos that shout now. Urgent tasks put us in a reactive mode, one marked by a defensive, negative, hurried, and narrowly focused mindset. And then when you look at the important, these are tasks that contribute to our long-term mission, values, and goals. Sometimes important tasks are also urgent, but typically they're not. When we focus on important activities, we operate in a responsive mode, which helps us to remain calm, rational, and open to new opportunities. I love that explanation of what is important, calm, rational, and open to new opportunities, because when you're busy and you've got something urgent and it feels important, but it's just urgent and it's not really important in the grand scheme of things, is that you're far from calm, rational, and open to new opportunities. You're just far from it. You, as it says, you're defensive, negative, hurried, narrowly focused mindset. So that's the difference when you're looking at urgent and important things that you need to get done in order to move your business forward. So on the screen, I've got the numbers 1440 and 168 prizes for anybody who can guess what those are. Comment below the video. And you know what, if you comment correctly, here's what I'm gonna do, because it's nearly Christmas. Yeah, and I celebrate Christmas here in the UK. I'm looking forward to unwrapping presents with my children and family. So for those of you who can guess what 1440 and 168 are on the screen right now, for those of you that guess right, I'll put you into a prize draw and I'll send you out a free copy of my #1 Amazon best-selling marketing book, More Leads, More Clients. So all you got to do is comment below this video and I'll draw, I guess, 3 people out of a hat and I'll post it to you. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, it will get posted out to you, and it will probably be posted tomorrow, but it will probably arrive sometime in January, depending on, you know, your postal system, whether you're in the UK or abroad. So simply comment if you know what the numbers are on the screen right now, 1440 and 168. Right. So if you're clever, you probably just waited for me to tell you what they are, right? You can still comment and you can still enter yourself in for a draw. So I'll tell you what the numbers are. 1440. So 1440, 1440 is the number of minutes that you have in a day, and 168 is the number of hours that you have in a week. So if you're stuck, I've been there. As I said, I've been stuck. I've got the badge. I've been depressed. I've been in a place of frustration, pissed off with how things are going, pissed off with the world. And 1440, as I said, is the number of minutes you have in a day, and 168 is the 168 hours in a week. And usually a sign of when things aren't going well is when you are not being accountable for the resource of time that you have. And if you want to go on a spiritual level, and I'll just say this for all of my kind of more spiritually connected business owners who are watching and listening right now, you know, there is no time. I get that. There are only moments. But in this physical world, we still have to use the time that we do have. And I see a lot of business owners who squander time. Yeah. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, guys. I'm far from it, but I do my best. Yeah. 80-20. But one of the key signs that I see when a business owner is struggling is I usually ask them to tell me about your working week. Tell me the things that you are doing, because usually what you will see is that across their week, as in their calendar for the week, rather than filling it with, you know, important urgent tasks, you'll find that there's a lot of not important, non-urgent tasks that fill up their calendar. And sometimes these things are not even not important and not urgent. They're just bad habits. They're just things that actually, you know, squandering time. And time, remember, is the resource that you cannot replenish. You know, once it's gone, because you only ever have now, right? And so one of the key things is, if you want to become unstuck, look at what you're doing on a weekly basis and, you know, start putting things into your calendar across your week. And instead of, you know, just kind of thinking, oh, life just happens to me and, you know, waiting for a sign and I'll make things right, all this kind of BS that we tell ourselves when we're in, you know, this low place, is that you need to start filling your calendar up with the life you want to create. Put the things into your calendar that you want to experience, that you want to see, and move out of this kind of place of, you know, blame, excuses, and denial. You might be locked down right now. You might have limited places that you can go to, but you still have options. There are still options open to you. You know, there are places you can go in terms of reading, creating, spending time with your nearest and dearest. And if you can't get out to them because of lockdown and social distancing and so on, you know, take yourself for a walk, go in nature and just experience something that can just re-energize you. Use your time wisely and then go back, you know, once you're recharged, and pour it into your business. Create the weeks, the days that you want to experience in your life. Don't let life just happen to you. So if you're struggling and you're kind of like, well, what do I put into my weekly calendar, Leon? Start with this. Look at your personal health and fitness. Yeah. So what things can you do around your personal health, fitness? What things can you do around your environment externally? What can you do with your environment internally? Mindset. Look at relationships. So who can you reach out to? Who can you phone at this time of year that you haven't spoken to in long? Could be a year, could be like last Christmas, could be even longer. Like, who can you pick up the phone to, and who can you kind of reconnect with in terms of relationship? People who just wouldn't even expect to hear from you. Who can you leave a voice note for or a messenger note? Just message them. which family members do you love connecting with that you just haven't connected with for some time? Look at your emotions. How are you handling emotions? How are you, kind of upgrading your emotions? How are you becoming the best version of you? How are you personally developing yourself? Weekly priorities, career, job, your business, like what other priorities can you put into your calendar around that? And then time and money, look at, where are you improving how you manage your time, i.e. your priorities, and how are you improving, how you make money, how you manage your money. This is an important thing, how you save money, how you invest money. These are all important areas. And, I'll share on the screen. This comes from the Perfect Life Standard System, which is from a good friend of mine who developed this, Derek Mills. And so go check him out, research him on YouTube and Google to find out more about his Perfect Life Standard System. But if you're struggling to fill your calendar with the right things, your family, your husband, your wife, your intimate partner, your extended friends, and so on and so forth. That's what your calendar's for. It's there to create your life, not just to be filled with not important, non-urgent stuff or not important, urgent stuff. Yeah, create the life that you actually want to live, guys. So that's how you'll help, again, to move yourself out of being stuck. Right, so here's a structure, as I said, fill your calendar. Here's one that I use. I use this with me and my team. Literally, it's for those of you listening on the podcast, I do have a download of this. We'll put this into the show notes, resources for the podcast, where you can get a free download. Going from Sunday to Saturday and Monday to Sunday. And it's simply where you can, note down your weekly priorities, your weekly roles, goals, and fill that into your calendar each week. So you start taking, a closer look at the life that you're creating rather than just letting life happen to you, as I said. And then here's a screenshot, which I'll move on to in a moment. But here's this is a really big tip for those of you watching right now and you feel stuck. If you are the kind of person who creates to-do lists, move from doing to-do lists to putting it into your calendar, putting those to-do items into your calendar. I guarantee you'll stop being stuck and you'll stop overwhelming yourself with stuff, because you'll see the time available that you have. And even if you're not good with kind of estimating time or, understanding how long a task takes, after a week of doing this, you'll start to see where you overestimate or underestimate things, and you'll start to get better and more effective with how you move from having a to-do list to having stuff scheduled into your calendar. And honestly, this will be a game changer for you if you always feel like there's not enough time in the day, not enough hours in the day, or you're just not getting things done. Yeah, and they're forever just on this to-do list that just keeps building up. So that's another one. This is an example of my calendar. As you can see, I put different things in there, from business to life with family to gym, different things. And then I've got free time for sales calls, for marketing, follow-ups, and so on and so forth. So, that's my example, and something that I guess you can use. I literally have from the moment that I wake up. So what's another thing you can use to move from being stuck? Well, let me just share this with you guys. Say no more. Less is more, meaning say no to everything that doesn't support your immediate goal and your bigger vision. Yeah. So then, if you got things coming in and people start asking you, hey, Leon, can I pick your brains for, 30 minutes? Can I pick your brains for an hour? I get messages like that all the time. Leon, can I pick your brains around, how to grow my business to 7 figures, 6 figures, whatever it is? And I politely say to people, sure thing, book yourself in for a strategy call. That's one. Or another one is, I have people who say, oh, can I pick your brains, but I don't have any money. I send them a link to an Amazon wish list. And on the Amazon wish list, they can donate by buying me one of the things off there, and then I will give them time. So I use different strategies, and I get other people who say, Leon, can I pick your brains, or can I speak to you quickly for 10 minutes? And and the other thing that I have is that, because I use the calendar system, the schedule, which I showed you a moment ago, which I actually got from Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. That's where I originally got it from. Because I have stuff scheduled in, people can't just, message me and say, can we jump on a quick call? And because I have to turn around to them and say, no, I've got stuff scheduled into my calendar. And some people don't get it. They're like, you can't jump on a call for 5 minutes. I'm like, no, I have stuff scheduled in. They just don't get it. I love those people, because you can tell those are the kind of people who they're busy doing non-urgent, non-important stuff. And their schedule is probably like hectic and all over the place. Yeah. And so for me, say no more. And saying no, with confidence and with love, because you know that if it doesn't support your immediate goal and your vision, then why the hell would you say yes? Yeah. And I'm not saying that, if people are in need and people are in trouble, well, part of your vision might be to look after your friends and family as well, right? So, that's where you got to check yourself against your own goals and vision. But most of the times, people are going to, present opportunities or ask you questions or want to pick your brain, or just, take 10 minutes or 30 minutes or even 60 minutes of your time, or even a day. Can I spend a day with you? I've had that before. Leon, can I come and spend a day with you? It's like, no, fuck off. I'm not saying that I do that to friends and family. I'm just saying, people who I don't even know, they just want to kind of, take as much as they can for nothing, right? It happens, guys, and it just makes me smile. That's what I'm saying with humor. But say no more, guys. Protect your time, protect your goal, protect your vision, and just say no. Don't do it. Just say no. Right. What else have we got? So focus on your strengths is another one. If you're stuck in business, I shared this one again, and this is awesome. If you find yourself doing low level thinking jobs, and let me just share this on screen, like £10 an hour jobs or £100 an hour jobs, and you're doing too much of this might be a sign that, £10 an hour jobs or €10, €10 an hour jobs, like running errands, cleaning, sorting, making a drink for your team, talking to unqualified prospects, social media, not just mindless scrolling through newsfeed, building websites and marketing funnels. This is a sign that you should be outsourcing, because these tasks, should be outsourced. Now, if you're a startup and it's just you and your business, then you might have reason to be doing these things because you're building up your business. But most of you who watch me and reach out to me are established business owners or have transitioned from one industry to another, even if your business is classed as a startup, but you're an experienced business owner. But if you're doing, £10 and £100 an hour jobs, and they're the majority of the jobs that you're doing, that's a sign that you need to delegate, because you're losing time. There's too much of your time going out on these tasks that should be outsourced. Whereas you need to focus more on the £1,000 and £10,000 an hour jobs. So that's where you're in high level thinking and top level thinking, which is planning and prioritizing your day. Going back to the calendar system I just explained, writing sales copy or video scripts or advertising scripts or videos, that kind of stuff, webinars, stuff that's going to help you sell, building your sales funnel, your marketing funnel, negotiating with a qualified prospect. That's £1,000 an hour jobs. Or £10,000 per hour jobs, like improving your unique selling proposition, your marketing strategy, creating products based on market demand rather than what you just feel or your opinion. Literally delivering products and services based on demand, so that once you put it in front of demand, it sells. Creating new and better offers. That's a big one I see a lot of business owners don't do, and they think it's like good enough just to create an idea for a product, but don't understand how to create an irresistible offer that gets you sales. Repositioning your message and position, especially with, the after effects of lockdown, coronavirus, pandemic, all that kind of stuff. You must have repositioned your business in the past 9 to 10 months. A lot of retailers who've gone to having online stores, they never thought they'd have online stores. A lot of businesses, big Fortune 500 business, who most of their workforce work from home now, whereas before they would have never dreamt of that happening. These are all strategic moves that you should be focused on, and how you reposition your business to keep going forward, especially in 2021. And another way or another task in the 10,000 per hour job areas is major deals, strategic partnerships, joint venture deals. So if you're stuck, it's probably because you're doing the £10 and £100 an hour jobs, whereas you need to move into the 1,000 and 10,000 per hour jobs, as in the majority. I'm not saying that you'll move completely out of it if you've got a lot of responsibilities in your business, but really, that's where you got to be. So hopefully you guys have been able to take some of these things on board. And, if you're watching this back on a replay, remember to give me a hashtag replay. For those of you who watch me live, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me. I always deliver these lives, or I have been at least over the past 6 months. And, I really enjoy delivering them because I know the content is great. Why? Because this is the content I share with you is pretty much similar content to what I share with my coaching clients. Obviously, the advantage they have is that they can ask me specific questions to their specific needs, their specific business, and what they're doing around paid advertising, marketing strategy, creating the right video scripts for ads, and the right messages for ads, and all those other intricate, sexy parts of marketing. But I guess the biggest thing for me is if you're in business right now and you've paid attention to those points that I've raised in terms of how you might be stuck or how you want to get unstuck in your business, but you're thinking, well, what's next, Leon? Well, it's very simple, guys. If you're in business right now and your business is stuck and you want to move faster, you want to move to a point where in 2021 you actually live up to your potential, you live up to the goals that you set yourself, especially now because we're coming up to New Year's resolutions in, I don't know, what is it, 8 days. Yeah, you'll be making new resolutions, new goals that you'll be committing to, or goals that are taking you to the next step in your vision, right? My advice is get help. And if you need help in growing your business, yeah, I'm telling you right now, I'm the guy to help you make that happen. I've got endless amount of testimonials, case studies, and proof that, what I coach people on and the programs that I run work. It's that simple, guys. I've got a preponderance of proof from, people doing their first high ticket sales to 6 figures, multi-6 figures, and 7 figures. So if you're in business right now and you are stuck and you want to move fast, reach out to me. That's my advice to you. I want to bring you some gifts in your business. It's that time of year. I want to help you create the kind of business that makes a difference and creates the impact that is possible for you. And the way that you do that is very simple. You go to www.leonstreet.com/121 and you book yourself in for a marketing strategy session where I'll talk to you about the specific strategy you need for your business, about the specific type of ads, how to identify the specific niche that your products need to be in front of, and how to put that all together using paid advertising or even organic marketing to get you more clients. And even if you're not great at sales, I'll show you how you can be. Yeah, so book yourself in for a strategy call and I'll help you to go to the next level this year and into 2021. So then, guys, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go to leonstreet.com/YouTube, where you will be redirected to my YouTube channel automatically, or you can just search for me on YouTube in the YouTube search. And you know what? I just want to say to you, for everybody watching, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you, a great holiday season. Yeah. Now is the time to really, think about where you want to go and recharge. Spend that time thinking about what the possibilities are for you with your vision, what you've got to act on as the important things, what you've got to leave behind in 2020, and what you've got to bring forward in 2021. If you can take on this type of inventory, self-inventory, you'll go far, because a lot of business owners who they don't think of those things that I've just shared with you. And so for me, it is really about taking things to that next level, thinking about what you're going to do in 2021. And it doesn't matter about the slowdown and the Christmas period. And if you're purposefully taking time off, or you got time planned with your family, you're going to watch some films, you're going to enjoy some food, some cake, some drink, whatever it is, right? You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to be human. So don't feel that, your business is stuck and therefore you've got to go 100 miles an hour and just add to, I guess, more pressure, more stress, anxiety, depression, get more frustrated, and so on and so forth. Just take stock of some of the things that I've shared with you today. And if you caught the back end of this video, go back and watch the beginning. You'll find it on the YouTube channel. You'll find it on Facebook if you just jumped in late during the live. But you know what? I've got the best intentions and wishes for everybody watching and listening right now. And, in 2021, my vision is to help more business owners. Specifically, I want to help 100 business owners who literally take their business to the next level, achieving 6-figure plus results from the campaigns that I help them with. And if that's you and you want to go to that next level, just reach out to me. Guys, I guess that's it. 23rd of December. It's been awesome. And I'm looking forward to, the next week or in a week's time. I've got the next live coming up Sunday morning. So make sure you join me then, Sunday, 8:30 a.m. We're going to go deeper into business and mindset and setting you up for success. and go into the next level in 2021. Thank you for watching. Remember, if you've enjoyed this, share the video, share the podcast, share it with a friend who is a business owner who needs to hear what I've got to say. So take care and have a great time. Bye-bye.